In today's video, I am going to teach you how to use Xlookup function in Microsoft Excel. This example will show you how to look up a staff identifier and instantly return the correct pay amount. As you follow along, try to match the cell locations exactly, because the Xlookup function depends on the ranges you choose. First, set up the header labels so your worksheet is clear. Type staff ID into cell A1, name into B1, and pay into C1. Then in the same row, type find ID into cell D1 and output pay into cell E1. Take a moment to look at your sheet after you type these headers. You should now have a simple structure where columns A through C hold the employee data, and columns D and E support the lookup and result. Next, you will fill in some sample employee records. In cells A2 to A4, enter sample employee codes, S201 into A2, S202 into A3, and S203 into A4. After that, fill the corresponding names. In cells B2 to B4, type the workers Emily in B2, Frank in B3, and Grace in B4. This lets the lookup table represent realistic data, so you can see how Xlookup pulls the correct related value. Now add the pay amounts that match each employee. In cells C2 to C4, enter the payment values 4,500 in C2, 5,200 in C3, and 6,100 in C4. When these three columns are complete, you effectively have a small table of staff IDs, their names, and their pay. This is the data that your lookup will search through. At this point, you are ready to set the search value. Type your search parameter value S202 directly into cell D2. This value represents the employee you want to find. Notice that D2 is separate from the table itself. That is intentional because you should be able to change the search value without rewriting the formula. Next, you will choose where the result should appear. Click on cell E2 to select your modern lookup destination cell. You are doing this because the formula you enter will output the matched salary here. Selecting E2 first helps you avoid mistakes when typing the formula and ensures the result goes to the correct place. Now you will enter the Xlookup formula. With cell E2 selected, type the formula exactly as follows: =Xlookup D2 A2 A4 C2 C4. Not found directly into cell E2. It is worth pausing here to understand each part. D2 is the value you are searching for. A2 A4 is the range that Xlookup will search within. C2 C4 is the range from which Xlookup will return the related pay value. Finally, not found is the message that will appear if the ID does not exist in the search range. After entering the formula, press the Enter key to return the correct salary amount instantly. Watch cell E2, because it should display the pay value associated with S202 from your table. Since S202 corresponds to the entry in A3 and the pay in C3, the result should match that value immediately. Take a brief moment to check that your output is correct and aligned with the input. If you change D2 to another ID like S201 or S203, the output in E2 should update automatically based on the same formula. That is one of the main benefits of using Xlookup. A single well-structured formula can handle many lookup scenarios without extra work. And that covers everything you need to know. And that is all there is to it.